Hello and welcome. Today I'm cooking some spring rolls, and that's the sheet that I'm using. So I buy them from my local supermarket and they have 30 sheets inside. So because I cooked a soup earlier, so now I'm using, I'm making spring rolls. So I have one potato, half pepper mix, so which I cleaned earlier, so it make it easy for me. Some cabbage, one onion, one carrot, and one courgette. So I'm gonna be shredding all this and then cutting some of them. So I'm gonna be starting by shredding the potato. So that's the potato being shredded. I just put it inside a plate on one side so that I can carry on with the rest. Now in the same one I use carrot, which I also shred. And then add it to the plate as well. I do the same thing with the cabbage, which I also shred. And I add it to the plate. It's just to make it easy for me so that I don't have to cut it into small pieces. So it's easy for me to just shred it. It takes less time for me to do it. Especially that we don't usually have too much time to cook. I'm just gonna give it a quick rinse. Now the same thing with the courgette. So I will need half a courgette, so I will cut half of it, then take the end off, and then shred it again. So I make a bit of space and then add my vegetables. They are all gonna be stir fried, so it doesn't matter if they're mixed, they're gonna be mixed anyway. Now with the onion and the pepper, I'll have to cut them. So the way I cut them is just cut them small pieces. So I got my onion, which I'm gonna leave on the side here, and then my peppers. Also gonna cut them into small pieces. It's best if I put them in a plate. I'm gonna transfer it into a small plate as well. Do the same thing with this one and this. So this is all done. So now I'm gonna show you what I chopped if you missed some of it. So I have a mixed pepper, I have shredded courgette, shredded carrots, shredded potato, and shredded cabbage. I also need 2 garlic cloves, a bit of chicken that I used earlier, that I cooked earlier, and then some chopped onion. Obviously at the end you need the lemon, and this is the spring rolls that I'm gonna be using now. So you get this from your local supermarket. I buy mine from Tesco's, and they have 30 sheets, and they're really nice. You will also need some parsley and an egg. So I'm gonna start by cooking now. So I'm gonna move to the pan. So I put my heat on. I add a bit of oil. Then I start by adding my onions, which I'm gonna cook now. So I put my onions. So 1 onion will be enough. And I put my 2 garlic cloves. So just shake it a bit. So I cooked my onion with my then I add the peppers. So I keep stirring them so that they don't burn. Then I put my potato, the carrot, the courgette, the cabbage, and the carrots. So all of it goes inside. Now I'm gonna reduce the heat just a tiny bit for a sec. So now I go to this side and I need some corn flour. So I use a small bowl with a tiny bit of corn flour, maybe just a bit more, and then a bit of water. And a tiny bit of water. Then I mix it. And the reason I use this is because the vegetable get dry, so that the vegetable doesn't dry. Just put this inside my vegetable thing. So I put the heat up and just add this. You can also put a bit of water if you see that the vegetables are drying, because they do dry a little bit quicker if you don't keep an eye on them. So now I'm gonna put some salt and pepper. So a bit of salt. And a tiny bit of black pepper. And I keep on stirring. Now my vegetables are ready. I'm gonna transfer them to a plate, and before that, I will have to put some chicken which I cooked earlier. So the chicken is already cooked. So all I need to do now is just put it in, just stir it a bit. And then transfer the lot to a plate. So now I'm transferring this to a bigger plate, which you can see. And I'm gonna add 1 egg. And I just mix it together. Now I'm gonna start making my spring rolls. So this is what first I cut a bit of parsley. I'm just gonna chop some of it, maybe a bit more, because I like parsley. And I'm just gonna add it to my spring rolls. So this is ready. Now I'm gonna put it on the side. Get this bit down a bit like this. And I'm gonna be using my spring rolls. So all I need to do is just open this. And this is what you get. So you get spring rolls. I'm gonna push it just a tiny bit so you can see better. So now I have sheets. And I'm gonna take some of them. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna make some spring rolls and then freeze the rest, put it in the freezer. So whenever I need to make soup and I need spring rolls, I don't have to cook it. So I'm gonna make a few extra and just put the rest in the freezer. And whenever I need, I just take some from the freezer, defrost them, and then make some of them. So you put the things here. So that's the spring roll. So we need two things. A little bit of water and the spring roll sheet. So I have a spoon, which you can see. So I take this amount of filling and I just put it inside. I have to turn it this way because it's on my so I just turn it over, bend the two sides, and then just when I get to the end, I just put my my finger inside the water and just wet it a bit, and that's the spring roll. So that's our first spring roll. So same thing, you can put it in the middle if you want to. You don't have, it doesn't have to be on the side. So I just turn it over this side, and then turn it again. Bit of water, and here we go. So same thing again. Bit of finger. So now, one other thing which I'm gonna do, I need to make my oil, which is over here. So you put this on and you add some oil. Let it heat up, and then afterward we go to it again. So I am gonna be again making some spring rolls. So you got the sheet, oops, sorry, the sheet, bit of vegetable spring roll, then you turn it, then just a tiny bit of water, and then seal it. If it doesn't seal, just put a tiny bit of water and then reseal it again. The same thing. Now we go to the oil, and I'm gonna be putting one by one. now that the spring rolls are ready, so I'm gonna transfer them to a plate, and I'm gonna put a bit of paper to dry them out of the excess oil. I'm gonna show you again how I make them. So I have this sheet which I buy from, so this sheet I buy them from my local supermarket, and they have 13 sheets inside, and they come up like this. So basically they are, I don't know if you can see better. So they come as stuck together. So what I do is just I take the sheets off one by one, and just so what I do now is just I'm gonna make again few spring rolls so you can see what I'm doing. So this is the veggie and chicken spring roll that I made. So I take one spoonful of this and I put it, you can put it in the middle, but it doesn't matter as long as it's inside. So what I do is just I put it like this, turn this over one side, second, then turn it again. When you get to the end, I use water. So I just put my finger inside the water, make it wet, and then turn it. And this is what you get. Same thing. So I'm cooking 5 spring rolls at a time. Whatever is left, I'm gonna freeze it and then use it for another time when I need it. So and that's how you get it. Just when you get to the end, just put a tiny bit of water so the sheet stick with the other one. Okay, so and here we go. One more and I will be stopping. And that's it. So now we go to the oil. Just put the heat up a bit. It's been preheated. So I just put my spring rolls in. 1. So this is how the spring roll cook. Then after that you turn them around and this is what you get. You just put a piece of paper. I'm gonna open one so you guys can see what I cook. So thank you for watching, and please remember to like and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you like the video.